On to the next one. It looks like there's some Guerrilla Games action going on, right? So,
new IP.
Yeah.
So we
Tell
just
me
got
about that.
word that Guerrilla Games has been working on a new IP for the last 3 years. A brand new IP.
Since 2018, right?
Since 2018.
Right.
And so, like, that's nuts because we know they've been working on Horizon Forbidden West, too.
Right.
So when I heard this, first of all, there's just no way of knowing what this IP could be. I know some people thought Killzone.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Killzone.
It's been a while.
It's been a while, and so that's a Guerrilla Games, and we haven't heard from them yet, so some people are thinking it's that. So that's one speculation that it could be another Killzone game, or it could just be an entirely new IP, which I would hope for because I'm not the biggest fan of Killzone. Yeah. Because Killzone Shadowfall just wasn't very good. I didn't like
Arachnid was in the comments saying
Arachnid
Killzone
said
was
he
like
liked
one of his favorite
Killzone.
ones.
He liked
like
Killzone 2, I think, or 3.
Yeah.
He said that he hated Shadowfall.
Right.
And I didn't like Shadowfall at all. Like, I tried to give it a good college try. I remember when they launched that for the PS4, I was really impressed with how it looked. It was a great, like, technical showcase of what the PS4 could do.
Right.
But I couldn't get into the game. Like, it just wasn't fun for me. And I tried. I gave it, like, the whole good college try. I put, like, probably 6 hours into it. I got stuck in, like, a bug, and I was, like, stuck. And I just, like, you know what? I'm enough. I've had enough of this game.
Yeah.
And I gave up on it. Which was so weird because Horizon Zero Dawn is like such a good game, and to think that they made such a bad game before that one is weird to me.
Yeah.
But so there's some speculation that it could be Killzone, but I hope it's a new IP. And what I found interesting was like a lot of these game studios, like Insomniac, Guerrilla Games,
right,
Naughty Dog, even like Rockstar, a lot of these studios, they only release like one game, or like CD Projekt Red. They're working on like one game. The whole studio's all invested into one game, and then when they finish that game, they move on
to the next one. Yeah,
it's not like Ubisoft or EA where there are multiple projects going on, and every year they're releasing.
It's because they're dedicating like all of their resources to that one game.
Perfect game.
So if this is the case, then that means that they're branched off their resource from Horizon Forbidden West to do this other one.
That's what I thought. Is this them expanding? Is this them separating their branches? Is this them growing?
Maybe
what does this mean?
Maybe they had, everything they needed. I mean, Horizon Zero Dawn would be a solid foundation, and you just have to build upon that, right? So maybe it took less guys to make Horizon Forbidden West.
It looks the same as Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, just like some new locations and stuff like that, and probably just a little bit more cleaner and prettier because it's on a better system. So, I mean, maybe like the majority of the hard legwork had been done already, and so they were able to take their time. If they've been working on Forbidden West as soon as they got done with Zero Dawn,
I think you're right.
I mean, then they would have had probably enough time to branch them off and then be able to work on 2 at once, and probably hire some more people too.
I think you're right. Yeah, I think they are growing. I think Horizon Zero Dawn really helped put them on the map.
Yeah.
And they probably grew a lot from that.
Probably.
And they're probably getting to the point where they're like, could maybe turn into a Bethesda, right? Where they have more games, more IPs being worked on simultaneously.
Right.
Versus just like one game at a time.
Right.
I wish Naughty Dog would turn into that. I can't believe Naughty Dog hasn't turned into that where they're pumping out more than one game.
They probably are, but they're probably working on things at the same time, but it's probably because they're all large scale games that they just
they're perfect, which I get.
They don't release them like that,
Yeah,
like
it's hard
to make
great games like that. But
yeah, it's like Rockstar. Rockstar ain't gonna give you 2 solid big ass games.
The games are too perfect.
Yeah, they've been.
They need
really
every
polished.
hand on deck, right? They need every hand on deck, which
I get. You rarely see that, like a Rockstar game has like huge glitches or something like that just isn't like repairable or something.
I think it just says a lot about where Guerrilla Games is going. I'm excited because I do want. Whenever Sony's first parties release a game, I'm always excited about them. Like I'm always pumped. Like Ratchet and Clank, I'm pumped.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, Miles Morales, I'm pumped. Like whenever there's like a first party studio game that comes out, I'm always super excited. And I do feel like they're kind of sometimes pretty few and far between. I wish more of them came out every year.
Yeah.
And so that's what I like when I hear this. Like, okay, dope. We're not just, maybe we get Horizon and then like the very next year we get another game from them. Like we're not waiting, 3 or 4 years between like each game from them. Like That's what I'm excited about when I hear this.
I also think that with some of those companies, like because they're all under the PlayStation umbrella, or they're working along with PlayStation to produce, first party type games or whatever, or exclusives, they're not trying to step on each other's toes.
Oh, they're lining it up.
So you're trying to PlayStation is coming out with like three games from their umbrella. So you trying to work it with PlayStation to find out when's a good window for us to drop it that won't impede on your scores or your profit margins or whatever. So I think it's just working with like that.
Yeah.
That can be probably the biggest issue.
Yeah, that's true as well.
Because PlayStation's got such a big group of developers that they've always got something in the works.
Everyone has to make their money.
You just got to figure out when you can slide in with yours.
Everyone has to make their money, and you all want to release at the most valuable time of the year, like holiday season,
right?
Third, fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Where Ratchet kind of took a little bit of an L by launching in June, but because there's such a game drought, I think they're gonna sell tons of copies.
I think it was the perfect time because it's right at the peak of summer.
It's just usually first party games don't seem to usually launch around summertime. Usually summertime is like for obscure games, and like you pick up the games you didn't play in the holiday in the summertime. And so not usually a whole lot of new stuff comes out in summer, which I always complained about that. I always wished more games launched in the summer, because when we're kids, you're growing up, you have the summer off
or something like
and
that.
You're like, dang man, I want a new game when it's summertime and I'm off school. Why do the games come out when I'm working, right? But
for sure.
But you're right.
But
I love you, me.